gifted ones.
And what's up, y'all? And welcome to episode 4. Dear Mama. Listen, y'all already know it is Mother's Day weekend, so shout out to all the mothers, the godmothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, because aunties matter, okay? I'm just saying, happy Mother's Day to you all who are mothers or mother-like figures. You guys are dope. We appreciate you oh so much, okay? However, in this episode, honey, we're going to talk about being a single mother, okay? Listen, I ain't saying being a single mother is better than being a married mother, but I do want to talk about some of the stigmas that go with being a single mother, the baby mama drama, you know, the negative connotation that's put on being a single mother. Is it hard being a single mother? Hell yeah. Is it hard being a mother? Hell yeah. Regardless if you're single or not. It's just hard shit. But one thing I want to talk about is why people assume that when you're a single mom, your life just stops. As if you don't have anything further to do. You just stop living. You can't go out. You can't go on trips. How dare you do these things? This is not, 1697, honey. It's 2020. Okay? Single mothers out here doing big shit and living life. Listen, I'm a single mother, okay? Ain't shit stop no show over here. I have my son when I was in college. So I wasn't young, but I was young. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a teen mom. And no offense to those people either. But I just wasn't. And, the one thing that I promised myself was that I was going to finish school, which I did. I promised myself that I was going to continue to live my life the way I would, even if I didn't have him. Which means I still travel. I still buy myself things. I still set goals for myself. I still did everything I wanted to do. The problem I have is that when I do certain things, people assume that I'm not taking care of home. Or they make, little sly remarks of shit that I do for my kid. Like, my kid has a phone. Or my kid had what is it called, y'all? He had a iPod before he had a phone. Because my kid is a music person. And so he had an iPod and he was able to FaceTime people. And people, especially older people, and especially older women, and especially older black women, always had some shit to say about what the hell I was doing for my kid. I ain't asked y'all for a motherfucking dime. So why y'all care? You feel me? So it's things like that people need to understand, that when you make comments like that, you don't know what's going on. You don't know the battles they've overcome. You don't know what the hell going on in their life. So mind your motherfucking business, pretty much. But like I said, we're going to talk about these single mothers and, things that can be looked at as negative, but it's really not. It's a positive. So let's get into it. Being a single mom does not mean that you failed, okay? Sometimes you have to leave those toxic ass relationships for you and your kid. Does that mean that you're a bad mother because you decided not to raise your kid in that toxic environment? Hell motherfucking no. I am not an advocate for stay together for the kids. That's not who I am. That's not who I'll ever be. I feel in my heart of hearts, and remind you guys, I am not a motherfucking professional. I am only speaking from my own personal experiences. But I believe in my heart of hearts, people who stay together for the kids end up regretting it later, and then they be on Snapped or First 48 or whatever the fuck. I just feel like that's what it is. Who's doing that anymore? Like, I understand everybody has their kids at the forefront of their brain when they're thinking about stuff, when they're making life decisions about things. I completely get it. You want to ensure that you're doing the best thing for your kid. But it's the best thing for your kid to see their mom being belittled, being emotionally, mentally abused, because it's not always physical abuse. I mean, those are things that you really have to think about. And I don't think that you failed because you left a situation. So kudos to you if you knew that your mindset needed to be clear to be a better mom. Because at the end of the day, that was the decision that you made. Okay. Listen, the next thing I want to talk about is being able to be there for your kid at all costs. But what this means is that as a single mom, baby, your life don't stop. You can still have your cake and eat it too. Trust me, I do. You need, and I won't even say as a single mom, I'll say as a mom in general, what you need is time for you. I saw somebody's posting and said you can't pour from an empty cup. You sure the fuck can't? You can't. You have to have your priorities together, and you have to ensure that not only are your priorities together, but you also are taking care of you as a priority. So yes, the bills are paid. Yes, the house is clean. Yes, you got little Johnny to basketball, soccer, swimming, gymnastics, everything else. But now you bogged down and tired because you couldn't take a Saturday or a couple hours to enjoy your coffee on the front porch. You see what I'm saying? It's the little things that you can do for yourself that will make a big difference in how you raise your kids. When they see that mom is calm, cool, collected, chill, whatever the case is, whatever type of parent you are, it causes them to realize that it's okay to take time. It's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to be selfish a little bit. That's fine. And don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't. Okay? So that'll probably go for anybody and everybody. Moms, dads, people who ain't got no kids. You got to take time for yourself. You just have to. Another thing that I hate personally is that as a single parent, you know, they criticize you for being a single parent, right? I know for me, my issue was that, you know, you wasn't married and blah, 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 blah. That I wasn't married and that I had my kid. Okay, cool. Well, I had my kid. I'm doing better than some married folks with kids, but you know, we ain't gonna go there. And then within a few years later, when you gonna get that baby some siblings? Bitch, you just told me I was wrong for having this motherfucking baby without having no husband, and now you pushing me to have another one? Stop asking people that shit. That ain't cool. You don't know what's going on over here. I know my finances enough to know I ain't having no more babies without having no ring on this finger. I can tell you I know that much. That's it. That's all. That's all I get to say. I just want you to understand, like, those type of questions, you don't know what was going on there. You don't know what type of pregnancy they had. All you saw was a belly. You don't know that she almost died on the goddamn table. Black women have a higher rate of percentage of dying during childbirth than any other race. So fuck you. You want some more babies? You have them. Bitch, the fuck? Ugh. Anyway, other things about being a single mom. Girl, it's okay to take your kid and drop them off at granny house. Now, what I'm not an advocate of is them people who just like drop their kid off all the time. But it's okay for grandma to watch them babies if she can, if she's able. It's okay for you to have a support system for you to get a break. Stop feeling bad for leaving your kids to go do some fun shit, some adult shit. Who the fuck said that your life stopped because you had kids? Whoever made that up, whatever 1697 man, because I know it was a man, that thought like, oh, okay, I can go out, but she can't because she got these kids. Boy, fuck you. Okay? Because, whoo, child, I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to do. You ain't going to tell me how to live my life. I am the queen of it takes a village. And by taking a village, that means I also take a village to make sure mom is okay. Okay? So, mom, on this Mother's Day weekend, use this weekend. When they ask you what you want, be selfish, baby girl. Tell them exactly what you want. You want breakfast? Tell their ass what the fuck you want them to cook. And make sure their kitchen goddamn clean once you finished. All that shit. Hook it up. Tell them what you need. Tell them what you want. Use your support system. It's okay to drop that goddamn crying ass baby off at your auntie house who you know gonna take care of. Okay? That's it. That's all. It's cool. Remember when in what's the name of that movie, y'all? In Baby Boy, right? When she was like, mama gotta have a life too, Jody. Like, even though he was grown as fuck and he probably should have been gone out his mama's house, that's not the point. The point is that She's absolutely right. Listen, mama gotta have a life too, Jody. And in order for you to have that life, you have to have that balance. And sometimes that comes with time management and understanding who you are and what you need. Okay? Because as a single parent, let me tell you how hard it was for me to understand that it was okay for me to date. Okay? It's okay for me to ask for a babysitter. It's so I can go out. It's okay for me to want and yearn for someone to love me outside of my kid. And a lot of the times as single parents, we forget that it's okay. You know, how many times do we see like, oh yeah, my granny ain't dating nobody outside of her husband, and he passed away when they was, 42 or 35, and that was the only love of her life. And I'm sorry, but that's not my story, and I don't know if that'll ever be my story. I am not that girl. I'm gonna tell you who I ain't. I'm gonna tell you exactly who I ain't. I ain't that girl, okay? I will move on with my life eventually. I'm not saying, you end a relationship on Monday with your kid's father, and then on Tuesday you got a date. I mean, if that's how you operate, that's how you operate. That ain't how I operate. Cubana ain't going that far. But it's okay for you to date. It's okay. It's okay for you, just like it's okay for you to ask your auntie or your cousin or your granny to watch your kid while you go to brunch with your homegirls, or to watch your kid while you go get your nails done, or whatever the case is. It's still okay to ask them to watch the baby or to watch the kid, or whatever the case is, while you go on a date. That's okay. It's okay to want a love life after you've had your kid. And I'm not sure why this stigma is there that you can't date after you have kids. Prime example was Theyre and Future. Let me tell you something. What Theyre and Future made me realize there's so many more fuck boys out here than we actually realize. For y'all to sit here and think that woman wasn't gonna find no man, or that man wasn't gonna find her, okay, and make her an honest woman. And by saying honest woman, I just mean married, because that's that old school slave shit. But anyway, marry her and give her the life that she felt like she deserved. Y'all thought she was supposed to sit around and just be a baby mama dependent on Future? She had money before Future. She wasn't one of Future's other baby mamas that needed his child support. She doesn't need that to survive and to live and to do anything else. So she moved on with her life. And her and Russell are making big moves and showing their kids that this is how you create generational wealth. This is how you move forward. This is how your mom is supposed to be loved. This is how your dad is supposed to be loved. That's what they're showing their kids. And I applaud them. So any of you fuck women, men, whomever, who think that just because you had a kid that you can't date, girl, bye. Cause listen, honey, I'm a date. One thing I realized is I'm a date. And I'm gonna have fun, and I'm going to do me, and that's just what it is. Anybody got a problem with it can kiss my ass. And that's all I gotta say about that. You can have a life and don't feel bad about it. You don't have to feel bad about having a life. One of my podcaster friends said that his wife was a single mom. She had 2 kids prior to them even dating. And the stories about how it was frowned upon for her to go out when she had kids, and how frustrating it was regarding how people acted towards her. I can only imagine how she felt. People just assume that the reason, if you don't tell them the reason that you broke up with your kid's father, then it must not been that bad. You don't know what my breaking point was and why I left that motherfucker. You don't know. Nor is it any of your business. Furthermore, it's not your business on whether or not I'm dating, or if I'm not dating, who I'm dating, and why I'm dating. Fuck you. Again, being a single mom does not mean that your life stopped. Being a single mom just means that you're a person who has children and you're not legally married. That's what that means. That's all that means. It doesn't mean that your life stops. Your life don't go on hold. So, before I go on break, what I want to tell you, mothers that are single mothers who are not married, date that nigga, sis. If you want to be with him, date him. I'm not saying you got to bring him around your kids. I'm not saying you don't have to go that far. But go out here. Enjoy your life. Don't let your life stop because you had them kids. Because guess what? When them kids grow up and get out and they grown, you gonna be in that motherfucking house by yourself wishing you would have went on a date. And on that note, we'll be right back. Hey y'all, you already know who it is. It's your girl Cubana Kiss. And I'm just here to tell you about my new favorite website, sparkdress.com. Listen, I am one of the fashionista type podcasters, okay? I'm always looking for new and cute pieces to add to my wardrobe, from different accessories to different shirts and skirts and cute spring summer clothes. Always looking for those. So, you don't have to believe me, okay? Go check it out for yourself. Go to sparkdress.com, and I'll do you one better. Use my coupon code CUBA30 for 30% off. I got you. Yo, it's your girl Cubana Kiss. And if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way for you to make a podcast. Listen, let me explain how easy it is. First of all, it's free. Everybody loves something free, right? There's a creation tool within the actual app that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. How dope is that? Also, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So listen, all you have to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to listen. Well, child, listen, I'm sorry, y'all, but being a single mama, I just feel like people don't understand us for real, and they judge us before knowing us and understanding that nobody chooses this life, okay, honey? But we take it in strides and we keep going, and that's what you're supposed to do, okay? But anyway, y'all already know what time it is. It's time for hot topics. Okay, listen. So, ever since quarantine happened with COVID, who was it? Swiss Beats and Timberland started the whole versus battle on Instagram. It's super dope. I love it. I loved it. Teddy Riley and Babyface won, even though Babyface won. And now we're gonna have the first female versus battle, and it's gonna be Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. And let me tell you, I am so excited for this battle. They even did this little snippet of singing each other's songs. Oh, child, listen to this.
Woke up this morning, smile on my face. Do I really want my baby? Rather tell me what to do. Took a shower, dressed, cleaned up my place. I understand the game sometimes. Hey now, is it the way you love me, baby?
Y'all, I cannot wait. Do you hear me? I cannot wait. But speaking of verses, okay, I don't know who the hell went and pulled Kaya the rapper, what the hell? My back. Huh? Who the hell went and pulled her out the goddamn bushes, child? Because they didn't interview her. And they was like, who would you go in a battle with? And do y'all know she fixed her mouth to say Trina? Listen to the clip. Here you go. Listen to it.
They did the verses tonight with him and Babyface.
So what they doing? They singing or they just playing their songs? I don't know what's going on. What are they doing? Are they singing or they just playing their hits?
No, they're just playing their records. So they battling back to back with their records, like previous records.
I want somebody to do. Who want to try me like that? Who?
Trina.
Can't Trina stop? You want to have a hit battle? Oh, Lord, I got 285 hits to put on your ass. So who won?
Back, Queen.
Who won?
Additionally, Queen.
Now, honey, I'm not sure exactly why she thinks that she has enough hits to go with Trina, but okay, if you think so. But Trina ain't take too kind to that. And this is what Trina had to say.
Let me say one more thing. Because I'm not going to entertain the blogs. I'm not a person that does all that. Everybody knows me. I'm a queen. This is called royalty over here, okay? I'm not stepping off my throne to address no bum, no chicks that are beneath me, and nobody that has not worked as hard as I worked for anything. So when you girls or whatever you want to be are calling my name, you want to battle, you want to do all this, first of all, make sure you have 10 hits. Make sure you have enough records. Make sure you're on my level if you think you want to go toe-to-toe with me, because you cannot. Okay, let's make that very clear. So the blogs and whoever else can post whatever, I will not address you scumbags. You are beneath me and you will always be. Please make sure you understand that.
Hey, I mean, I got my money on Trina. I only know one song by Caillou. That's it. That's all I know. And I barely know that one. That's all I'm going to say about that and that. And, you know, whatever that is, I don't got time for it. Now, you know, this 2020 has been like a very stressful fucking year. And, you know, it all really kind of started very weirdly and very sad. You know, we lost Kobe this year. And I think that hit a lot of us hard because at the end of the day, we grew up with Kobe. We watched him come into the league at 18, 19 years old, and we watched him grow up. And to lose him the way that we lost him was definitely one that a celebrity death that hit harder than I ever thought that a celebrity death could hit me. But people are rude and disgusting. And now, because of his death, there has been a bill proposed for lawmakers stating that it will be a crime now to for first responders to share photos of bodies taken at a crime scene. And this is a result of the outcry after pictures were shown of Kobe Bryant after his helicopter crash. I think that's one disgusting for the first responders, because we actually have so much respect for you as first responders. For you to do something so disrespectful, not only should it be illegal, but you need your ass whooped. But you know, y'all know I'm ready to pass out fades for any and everybody. That's it. That's all. In other news, in other celebrity news, so y'all know the snitch 6ix9ine, he got out of jail. And now, you know, it's just been a big mess and like who he snitched on and how he get out and all this other shit. But now his ex is saying that 50 Cent taught 6ix9ine how to hide money from jump. Now, we don't know how true it is. 50 haven't spoke on it. So we don't know what the hell going on with that situation. Why the fuck she felt there was a need to say that shit. But she did. And so there's that. Nick Cannon is opening up a vegan soul food eatery in LA, which I think is gonna be dope. And you know, we always talk shit about Nick Cannon, and you know, we can't name Nick Cannon hits and all this other shit. But no lie, fam is out here making money, bro. He's out here like legitimately making money. He's making great business moves. He's setting things up. And I don't have nothing but respect for him as a businessman. I pray he don't ever rap again. But as long as he keep doing wilding out and making these business moves, I ain't got nothing else to say. Oh, so in baby news. Now y'all know Meek Mill and Milano were expecting a baby, even though he never officially confirmed it. We all knew it was, we all knew it was true. However, on Meek Mill's birthday, his baby boy was born, and he tweeted, "Milano dropped me off a king on my birthday. Best gift ever." Listen, I'm selfish. I don't want no baby on my birthday. I don't care what nobody say, but I'm glad he appreciates that. I'm glad that, you know, they had a healthy baby boy and are going ahead and raise a king, man. I'm proud of Meek Mill for what he's been able to accomplish in his life, you know. He ain't had it easy, child. Speaking of having it easy, Lord. So y'all know Shannon Brown, not Future, Lord have mercy. Y'all know Shannon Brown. Used to be a LA Laker, used to be married to Monica, Y'all, he was recently arrested and charged with aggravated assault for firing a rifle at 2 people who entered into his home that was listed for sale. Now, I have so many issues with this story because, okay, so apparently there was a sign in his front yard that said for sale. 2 bystanders saw the sign and took it upon themselves to enter into his home. This was not an open house. This was not a showing. So therefore, you are breaking and entering, and I'm trying to figure out why the fuck he was arrested. This sound like y'all should have been shot at, because why the hell y'all entering into people's house? And furthermore, I don't want to be that girl, but I wonder what race they were, because I ain't entering into nobody's shit without a realtor or something. Like, what the hell is that? If that ain't some weird shit, I ain't got nothing. That's just too much for me. But listen, one thing I actually want to get at y'all is, like I told y'all last week, I am starting a woo child help me segment of the podcast. What that means is that you can send me your dilemmas and I will give you advice. Now, I am not a deemed professional, but baby, I've lived life, okay? So I got opinions, okay? And I'm willing to share them, whether they help you or not. So what you can do is you can hit me up on all my social media sites at Cubana Kiss. That's on everything: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit me up, send me a DM, and I got you. Or you can send me an email at Cubana Kiss. That's Cubana, kiss as in mwah, and the number 1 at Gmail. Send me your dilemma, and I'm going to help you then too, okay? You can also send a video if you want me to air it. If you want to be anonymous, just let me know. You can be anonymous. We ain't got to put you on Front Street like that, okay? Send it to me, and we're going to discuss it right here on the Woo Child Chronicles podcast. It's been another week, and I love you guys. See you next week. Mwah.